Okay, so the next thing after conditional probability is the dependent and independent events. Two events are called to be dependent on each other if they update the probability of one another. If one event updates the information, the probability, the chances of occurrence of other event, they are called to be related with one another, they are called to be dependent events on one another. But if the occurrence of one event has nothing to do with the occurrence of other event, they do not affect the probability, they do not improve the chance of one another, they are called to be the independent events. So mathematically we write that, we say that if probability of A conditioned on the fact that some event B has already occurred is the same as the previous probability of A, like event B could not update the chances of A, it did not affect the chances of A, the chances of A are still the same, then A and B events are independent. They don't depend on each other. Similarly, if the chances of some event B, given the fact that some event A has already occurred, are the same as the chances of B which already were, like A event could not update the chances of event B, then again A and B are independent events that don't depend on each other. So there can be 100 of examples like the example we discussed earlier. The same thing, if I want to ask you that what are the chances of getting head on the toss, when I am tossing a coin, what are the chances that it would bring up a head given that it is Sunday today? So the information that today is Sunday would never update my information regarding getting the head. So again the chances of getting head would be those traditional 50% chances. Nothing happened to those chances. They could not update to be 70%, they did not improve to be 80%, they still remained those same 50% chances because Sunday does not affect the chance of getting a head or a tail. Similarly, if I say that what are the chances that I would get a head provided that on the same time I rolled a die and that die laid me 2 on its face. So getting 2 dots on die, getting 2 dots on a die is for sure an event. It is a well-defined event and I am telling that this event has already happened. Now what are the chances that I would get a head once I am tossing the coin? So obviously my chances of getting a head would not get updated. They have nothing to do with whether I got a 2 on the face of die, I got 3, 6, 5, whatever. They would remain the same 50%. So we say that if an event cannot alter the chances of another event, it cannot affect the chances of another event, the chances remain the same as they were already, then the two events have nothing to do with each other, they are purely independent events. After independent events, the next thing that we are going to discuss is the multiplication rule, and that really makes our lives easy. In the relation that we discussed for conditional probability, we just saw that this thing, that probability of A conditioned on another event B is looking for A inside B divided by the all possible chances of getting B. Similarly, if I write for probability of getting B over when I know that A has already occurred, the probability of B given A would be so this would be again the exact same way, just A replaced with B. So it would be probability of A looked inside B, or probability of B seen inside A, divided by all the chances of A to occur. Now if we take the probability of A intersection B out of this relation, or out of this relation, we would get that probability. So we see that the probability of A intersection B is the probability of A given B times probability of B, or the probability of A intersection B is the product of probability of B given A times probability of A. So this simply gives us the relation for finding the probability of intersection. When we discussed the addition rule for probabilities, in that we learnt that how to find the probability for the union of the events. When we are interested to see that what are the chances that either one of the events occurred, we were discussing about the union of the events, and we were finding the probability using the addition law of probabilities. But if we are interested in finding the probability for intersection of events, by intersection we mean that what are the chances that both events occurred simultaneously, both the events occurred at the same point, at the same moment. So when we are finding the probability for intersection, we use the probability of that certain event multiplied with the conditional probability of another event conditioned on that event. So we are going to look for that what are the chances of getting A when we know that the B event has occurred, multiply by all the possible chances of that B event to occur itself. Similarly, we are looking for the chances of an event B to occur, provided the information that A has occurred, multiplied with all the possible options that the event A itself has occurred. So these two relations give us the multiplication rule for the probabilities, which enable us to find the probability for the intersection of two events. Now if we merge the independence and dependence topic with this one, in it we just saw that two events are independent only if probability of A given B is same as probability of A, or the probability of B given A is the same as probability of B. They are called to be the independent events. So if we replace this probability with the probability of A, because if we consider that the events are independent, then the probability of A given B would be the same as probability of A, because B would not update the chances of occurrence of A. So we would say that this conditional probability would remain the probability of A, the probability of B would for sure be the same. We would say that probability of A intersection B is probability of A times probability of B, means the events are independent. Similarly, here when the events are independent, the probability of B given A would be for sure the probability of B, because A is not updating the chances of getting B. So this would become probability of B multiplied by probability of A, and we would say that the probability of intersection is simply the product of both the probabilities when the events are independent. So we can define the independent event in both of the ways, the way we like. If the probability of A given B is the same as probability of A, then events A and B are independent. If the probability of intersection of A and B is the same as the product of their probabilities, then event A and B are independent events.